New video here. Today we're doing NFL player props here on Monday Night Football. And before I get started, there's a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks, or you can use promo code TUFF to sign up. PrizePicks will match 100% of your first deposit. There's also a Discord link in the description below of this video where our main server is completely free. Go ahead and check that out. We're building a super strong community. Everyone just in there trying to help each other cash. And then also Patreon link is in the description of this video as well, where I give all the plays here I'm making on PrizePicks for each sport that I do play: NFL, Major League Baseball, college football, and then NBA starting tomorrow. Super exciting time here for sports in general. Yesterday, NFL PrizePicks player props, we did pretty well on Patreon. The afternoon games, we went crazy. Hit 6 of 7 player props. Tyler Lockett was the only miss. And then the Monday games, early games, we had David Njoku had 3.5. He should have had 4. He had a catch get called back. Cousins and the whole Vikings offense really didn't get going till late in the second half. And then our field goal props, game script was horrible for Koo. Evan McPherson had opportunities, but the Saints defense didn't get stops in the red zone. And then Alex Pierce had 3 receptions. So pretty good day though overall. Definitely very, very profitable day. A ton of green here on Patreon. So again, go and check out the link out in the description below this video. But yeah, let's get into it. Broncos Chargers here, AFC West matchup, and it's like crazy the amount of primetime games the Broncos have already had. I think they've already had, this is like their 4th primetime game. Personally, kind of sick of seeing them play. I'm sorry if you're a Broncos fan, but it's just been tough to watch the Broncos and their offense this season. It's pretty crazy though. We're getting another Russell Wilson Broncos primetime game here. The over-under is set at 45.5. This game is being played in Los Angeles. Beautiful weather. I mean, this game's indoors regardless, on the turf. 45.5 is the spread. The Chargers are in fact the favorites here. Injuries, I'm guessing Melvin Gordon's going to play in this game. He was not listed here on the injury report on ESPN, and he's now got his props on PrizePicks for tonight. And then no Keenan Allen. No, Keenan Allen's looking doubtful. And then no Josie Jewell, our guy Josie Jewell. If you know, you know. But let's get into it. 2 total player props here that I like on PrizePicks for this game. Let's not waste any time. Again, not a gambling expert, not financial advice. Simply just plays I'm personally looking at making, hopefully giving you guys some insight and analysis to make your own player props. But let's get into it. The first one that I like is going to be Austin Eckler. And I'm honestly torn between the two. I'm probably going to play both these in 2 different slips here tonight. But I love his receptions prop here, and I love his receiving yards prop here. I like these for a few reasons. One, Austin Eckler, running backs for the Broncos have done pretty well out the backfield. I mean, we saw Juszczyk, Deion Jackson, Jeff Wilson, and Josh Jacobs all, get some nice receiving. I mean, decent receiving work out the backfield for all these running backs. None of these guys I would consider even remotely close to the pass catching back that Austin Eckler is here. And if you take a look, Austin Eckler's game log last season, right, the line is 36.5 for his receiving yards. And I mean, he hit 36.5 numerous times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 times last season. He didn't even play the full slate of games. And in both games against the Broncos last season, he had his season high in receiving yards against the Broncos, 68. And he also had 54 receiving yards against both the Broncos both these times. And then even looking at this season so far, we can see here 2022. He's hit the over on this 3 times, had 1 miss at 36, had 26 yards receiving, but went crazy on the ground against the Cleveland Browns, who the Cleveland Browns against running backs just get thrashed. We saw yesterday with Ramondre Stevenson. But I like his work here, right? I think in this home game against the Denver Broncos, he's going to get a decent amount of receiving work here. Again, I mean, his only misses are twice this season, but he's gone well over this 2 different times. I like this prop here also because I believe he's probably going to get a decent amount of targets in this game. No Keenan Allen, and Pat Surtain is going to be on Mike Williams, which, I mean, the Denver Broncos are giving up like the second least, I believe, defense first position wide receivers. They're giving up like the second least amount of catches, or yeah, right here. Like the Broncos are least in the bottom in football, 654 yards to wide receivers this season. So, if there's going to be some good coverage on those Chargers wideouts, which I think is going to relate in some checkdowns here for Justin Herbert to Austin Eckler. And I like his receiving yards over 36.5 against the Broncos. I'm also going to take his receptions prop as well. I mean, it depends what you view as safer, right? Receptions looking safe, obviously, has been a pusher better all season. So I think both these props, I'm going to get both these props here. You could really go either one. But yeah, for this video, I got to give both these props because I'm really torn between the both of them, and I love both of them that much. So Austin Eckler, 36.5 receiving over, or Austin Eckler, 4 receptions over. Taking both of these, I think push potential for sure push. And then Austin Eckler, great spot to get those receiving yards here against the Broncos. Be a quarterback's prop, and we're going to go with Russell Wilson over 31.5 pass attempts. Now, his pass yards actually bumped up. I think this is at 220.5. Now it's at 230.5. He's hit the pass yards 3 of 5 times already this season. But I like the pass attempts here against the Chargers, who, I mean, this season the Chargers have been in some shootouts: 24-19, 27-24, 38-10, 34-24, and 30-28 here. We know the Chargers love to throw the ball. You could see Justin Herbert's pass attempts is at 35.5, and he's hit the over 3 times this season. He's had pass attempts of 48, 45, and 39 already this season. And I mean, quarterbacks against the Chargers already this season, you can see here every quarterback's gone over this. 34 for Brissett, Mahomes had 35, Mills had 35, Trevor Lawrence had 39, and Derek Carr had 37. So all 5 quarterbacks that have faced the Chargers have gone over this line of 31.5 here. Russell Wilson started to get a little more comfortable here in this Broncos offense, coming off a game where against Indiana, which was just a complete, SHIT show of a game here. He had 39 pass attempts, had 42 against the Seahawks in that first game, and then had 33 against the 49ers. For Russell Wilson, though, against the Vegas, he went 17 for 25, which was a weird game if you watched that game. He played pretty well. Did have four rushing attempts for 29 yards and a TD. But in this game, I think we're going to see Justin Herbert throw the ball, push the ball downfield. I definitely think the Chargers can score on this Denver Broncos defense, which I think is going to result in, Russell Wilson having to throw the ball as well here. I think, again, also as he gets more acclimated to this type of offense here, it's going to give him quite a bit more opportunities to throw the ball and really show in this primetime game that, he is the quarterback that everyone, I guess, thought he was. Maybe there are people that don't think as highly of Russell Wilson here. But I like his pass attempts here. Pass completions is at 19.5, and he's hit the over here on that 3 of 5 times. So, 19.5, you're talking about, 19 for 32 seems pretty, fair for a quarterback in general. 29 for 39, 20 for 33, 29 for 42. So, you can see here there's a pattern there with his line at pass completions at 19.5. I like his pass attempts at 31.5 here. Against the Chargers, again, all going to depend on game flow and game script here against these pass attempts, rush attempts. Really do. With any NFL player prop, I think just really depends on game flow here. But with the Chargers being favorites at home, I think Russell Wilson definitely going to have to throw the ball. I like his 31.5 pass attempts over against the Chargers. So these are the, 2 total player props here. Austin Eckler, 36.5 receiving yards. I also love his receptions prop. And then Russell Wilson over 31.5 pass attempts. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these. Again, I'm split on these two, honestly. Receiving yards and receptions for Eckler. Really torn between the two of them. I love both of them. So I'm going to give you guys both of them here. And then Russell Wilson, 31.5 pass attempts. Again, drop a like on this video, you guys. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these props. If these lines do bump at the time you're watching this video, leave a comment, and I should answer whether I still like the prop or not. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like on this video, and as always, let's cash.